Hello dear friend, I am Dr. Ramnath Andale. Today I am going to deal with FYBSc paper first. In that we go through the chapter number 2, characters of kingdom Animalia. Before we go to the today's session, firstly we go to the discuss about previous lecture and then we go to the next session. Here we discuss about in last lecture gender character of kingdom Animalia. Then we also go through the basic introductory information related to kingdom Animalia, and we also discuss about which are the major phylum and which are the minor phylum we discuss in the kingdom Animalia. Now we go to the today's session agenda. In that we discuss about the grade of organization in animals. Then we also discuss about major character of vertebrate animals, and last point we also discuss about the symmetry of animals. Okay, in grade of organization we are discuss about the different part as like to in animal they are unicellular animal or multicellular animal. Here we discuss about the unicellular organism. That means in the last few session we discuss about kingdom Protista. That means in that kingdom Protista we have know that there is a unicellular organism, and this unicellular organism, the pictures we observe that these are all unicellular organism. They found in aquatic environment, and this single cell act as a whole functions. Then another character of that, there is some animals are the multicellular organism, and kingdom Animalia we discuss about the multicellular organism. This multicellular organism, there is a specific grade of organization. Here the number of cells are loosely arranged each other and then form the single animal pictures or animal structure, and these major phylums they include in this grade of organization, the multicellular level loose organization. This is kingdom. In the sponges there is a macroglia cells is arranged loosely organization, then form the whole animal structure. Then the next grade of organization, there is in the previous animal structure we see the loose arrangement of the cells. Here the cell organized compact manner, and in the compact manner we are observe the pictures of here the hydra. This is one animals, and in that animal cell are organized very compact manner. They form the tissue structure and then well develop the organism body. That means these tissue are well compact and then whole function is organized one by one, and the tentacles we are observe that there is tentacle. They see in the tissue structure how the organized cell organize or anchor one another and then form the full structures of the animals. Next grade of organization, here the organism development is continually going on evolutionary way, and here this organism develop their different organ system. Here this is one of the example in Platyhelminthes group, and in that Platyhelminthes group there is anterior part we are observe that this is the special organization of organs. This organ is helpful for the anchoring of substratum, and in that organism there is a digestive system is developed, but there partially development is happening there. There is incomplete digestive system is there. That means organ system is initiated to develop in that organism system. That means grade of organization is increase the phylum to phylums. Then the next parameters as like to the next organization system, that is organ system. Higher level of all organism, for example we go to the Platyhelminthes to next group of or next phylum. These all phylum they have the organ system. In that organ system there is all different type of system is developed inside in the organism. There is digestive system, then circulatory system, nervous system. Here is pictorial presentation we are observe that the different animal, these all animal are the higher phylum groups, and these all animals have the organ system. They act as a function to the physiological functions. Now we discuss about the major character of kingdom Animalia. In that the major character, first character we discuss about the body plan. In that body plan, there is a first character feature is a diploblastic animal. The diploblastic animal, that means this in development body plan is how the development of animal. Here we are observe that in the pictorial presentation or in the diagram, there is a two membranes system or two membrane development. The outer membrane is the ectoderms and inner membrane is the endoderm, and in between there is a presence of the yellow circular mark we are observed, there is a non-living cell. That means in that organism there is only present of the two layers in the development. One is the ectoderm and other is the endoderm. We see the example of that. Here in that organism we are observed that these are the animals present or the body plan is the diploblastic animal. Then the next character feature, some animal are the diploblastic. In the diploblastic animal, here the in body plan or development there is three layer is there. The first layer, the outer layer is the ectoderms, then middle layer is the mesoderms, and third one inner layer is the endoderm. That means in the development plan of this animal there is present of the three layer, and therefore we call it that these are the diploblastic animal. And this animal we see the right hand side the pictures observe that there is different animal, and these all animal have the diploblastic body plans. Then the next character feature, the coeloms. The type of coelom in the organisms or animals, there is a coelom development is happened by the evolutionary way. In the evolutionary way, very first there is a few animals are the acoelomate. There is no found any fluid cavity in that, and this animal is known as a acoelomate animal. Then the pseudocoelomate animal. The some animal are the false or not truly develop the body cavity, but there is observed the some cavity is there. There is false cavity observed in the body plan, and that animal we put in the pseudocoelomate animal. And third one, there is coelomate animal. Those organisms have the well developed true cavity found in the body plan. That organism put in the third character. This is the coelomate animal. We are observe that one by one here. In this pictorial presentation we are observe that these three body plan we get it information. In that information, the first one there is acoelomate, that means only present of the ectoderms and endoderms, and here absent of the coelomic cavity, and that body plan observed in the lower invertebrates up to the phylum Platyhelminthes. Then the second part or next phylums or the next animals, there is next animal group, there is a phylum Annelid. There is in that body plan we are observe the three layers, endoderms, mesoderms and ectoderms, and in that also observe the small coelomic cavity, but it is a pseudo cavity or a false cavity is found in the body plan, and therefore this animal is put in the these are the pseudocoelomate animal. The third panel we are observe that there is a ectoderms, endoderms and mesoderms, and in between they have the coelomic cavity. Here you observe that there is coelom and pseudocoelom. There is two cavity we observe. The one is the coelomic cavity and other is the pseudocoelomic cavity. And therefore, we are here is compare that there is coelomate animal and the pseudocoelomate animal. Then we go to the very simple or basic information related to anatomy and physiology of animals. The first one, gut. The gut development starting from the Platyhelminthes group, and before the lower phylum group there is gut is not present. There is this development in evolutionary way, there is body surface, there directly holozoic or food direct intake inside the body, and in the single cell or inside the body their digestion is complete. Gut cavity is not developed in the some earlier group of animal, but after Platyhelminthes or the Platyhelminthes group there is incomplete gut developed, and afterwards all animal gut development is happen, and then the gut is fully developed in higher organism. Next, then the respiration. Again in the relation of respiration, some lower animals, there is respiration take place by the body surface. Then some animals, there is gill is a part as a respiration. Some animal, there is a specific organ development as a respiratory organ. In human being, we are specifically observe the external as a nares, and the lung as a respiratory mechanism is complete in the higher organism. Then excretion. In the lower organism, excretion is also we are starting from the protozoon, there is excretion completed by the body surface, or sometimes there is fecal matter, there is one excretory organs is there. Some next group, there is protonephric kidney is developed, some other group is metanephric kidney is there, and the fully developed. Again we discuss about in annelidans, there is present of the nephridia as a excretory organ. We discuss about in the platyhelminthes, there is phlegm cell is act as excretory mechanism. Then next parameter, we are observe the nervous system. Here in nervous system we discuss about lower invertebrates. Specifically we go through the annelida, there is nerve ring is there. Then the next group, there is a present of some circular brain cavities develop. Then higher organism, the fully brain develop, or brain cavity and brain box is develops. Reproduction. In the animals, there is earlier group, the animal reproduction is a asexual type and the sexual type also. How is the environmental condition, and in that condition the animal is take the decision, there is reproduction is sexual type or the reproduction is asexual type. There is food scarcity is observed. Food scarcity is found in that environment, that time they go through the asexual type of reproduction. And food is available in ambient condition, that time this animal take the decision, that time they go through the asexual reproduction. This is only the earlier group, but the higher organism, the sexes are fully separated, and male and female, and their reproduction is take the specific seasonal way. Next parameters as like to the type of circulation. Here some group of animal, the circulation is take place by the open type of circulation, and some higher group there is a closed type of circulation. Here some other character, we go through the other character of kingdom Animalia or animals. The higher organism, there is in lower groups we are now see any sepalization. What is means sepalization? Sepalization, that means there is a head development occur in the organism. Here we observe that the very earlier animal as a coelenterates hydra, in the hydra we are not seen any head appearance or head development. But we go to the next organism, there is a next group of coelenterates, there is a platyhelminthes. In the platyhelminthes, this picture is a planaria, and in the planarian there is we see the development of the head region and the eye spot observed in the one anterior part. Similarly, in higher organism, sepalization development is very well, and up to the human being, the brain box and brain cavity is developed whole, the head develop very well, and inside the head they develop the brain or nervous system major parts. Then next parameter of the animals, some animals there is a metamerism is happen. What is metamerism? The metamerism, that means in that organism body there is a small the part is developed, and that part is connect to each other. There is segmentation is happen in the body. Specifically we go through the phylum Arthropoda. The arthropods, there is jointed appendages and jointed body plan observed in this animal group, and these are the metamerism is a major feature of the kingdom Animalia. Then endocrine gland and the muscle. How is the muscle? In lower vertebrates we are not discuss about or know any endocrine gland and muscles, but in higher organism we are observed that the endocrine gland, these are the ductless gland, and it act as a function directly pour the secretion in the blood meal, and then the distribution is happen. Next part, there is a muscles. In the muscles, in the organism there is a two type of muscle we are observed. The one is the smooth muscle, and another one is the strip muscle. This smooth muscle and strip muscle, these two type of muscle observed in the animal body. And last one, this what develop the muscles? Muscle is act as a function in the voluntary as well as involuntary mechanism, and muscle is act as a role in the higher organism as a locomotion, and every function movement is occur due to the muscles. Then we discuss about the next parameter of the kingdom Animalia. This is the skeleton system. Here the skeleton system, we are observed that the two type of skeleton system, there is exoskeleton and the endoskeleton. The exoskeleton, this exoskeleton is observed in the some other group, and endoskeleton is observed in the some other group. Endoskeleton and exoskeleton, these two group are two type of skeleton found in the animal, but endoskeleton is found in the some higher organism, but it absent in the lower invertebrates, but exoskeleton is found in the all invertebrate. For example, here we observe some pictures, the frogs, then other groups there is birds, then third group there is human beings. These all in inner side body there is a well developed endoskeletons, and this skeleton is give the, there is very important to the organism, they give the specific shape and size of the body, and ultimately the skeleton is act as a very major role in the animal lives. Similarly, exoskeleton is also found in the higher organism in the form of nails, then hairs. These are the exoskeleton, but the exoskeleton is fully developed in the some lower organism, that is exoskeleton or the chitins in the insect. Then sexes. The sexes, the all organism, the fully organism, not all organism, but some organism sexes are separated, male and female, but some organism are the hermaphrodite. There is in that organism both the sexes, male and female organism body is present in the single organism or single animal. That type of animal is the hermaphrodite animal. Here we see the two pictures, one is the praying mantis and another one is the bird, Placius princess. These two birds we are see the sexual dimorphism. What is the sexual dimorphism? That means here is the fully identification of the which is the male and which is the female, and this is the morphological variation which is observed in the animal body. That parameter, that character is known as a sexual dimorphism. Now we discuss about the next parameter of animal as a symmetry of animal. Here is the very informative idea we information get it related to animal. In evolutionary way or during evolutionary era, there is animal development is continually going on until today, and meanwhile the one of the interesting man come across the one idea in his mind. There is this man names is Haeckel. The Haeckel is very interesting observation in the animal view. He put for the idea as a symmetry, and in that he think that there is a symmetry patterns. The some animal are the symmetric and some animal are the asymmetric. Here is pictorial presentation. We are observed that there is a one pictures there is equally divided into the two parts, but other picture there is they are not divided into two parts, because the first picture is same division is happened, that is the symmetry found in the organism group, and other group there is some organism there is not found in the equally two parts or the that idea or that part, that this is known as the asymmetric animals. Next, then the symmetry of animals, the Haeckel is classified into the different animal symmetry. This is asymmetrical animals, bilateral symmetrical animal, radial symmetric animal, and biradial symmetric animal, and spherical symmetric animal. These are the different type of animal symmetry we are observed in the animals. We go to the detail one by one. Here firstly we go through the asymmetric animal. This asymmetric animal, we are basically this type of animal or this type of symmetry is observed in the lower invertebrate animal. Here we see the two pictures. The left hand side we are observed that there is a one circular picture, but this is a one side there is extension part, and this is not separated. This is not symmetrical animal. This is the asymmetrical animal. And the right side we are also observed that there is also the picture is irregular shapes. This picture is known as a amoeba, and this is no specific shape, and this therefore this animal is called as asymmetric animals. Next, this is the spherical symmetry. Here very simple, this is also that type of symmetry observed in the some lower invertebrates. For example, volvox. This pictorial presentation, this is the volvox body, and this is a fully circular body, and this is a spherical symmetrical animals. This is volvox is a very important example as a spherical symmetry. Here we observe that there is a symmetry of animal in some next group. Here is a bilateral symmetry, radial symmetry, and the spherical symmetry. Spherical symmetry we are again discuss about some part. Here bilateral symmetry, that means that animal are equally divided into the two parts. Here we see the first example in the left hand side. There is a organism body is equally divided into two parts, and this is the Drosophila or insect body is equally divided into the two separate parts, and this type of animal is known as a bilaterally symmetrical animal. In central pictures, here we observe that radial symmetry. In the radial symmetry, this organism body is extended by the radial manus, and the arms is circularly extended, and this type of symmetry is known as a radial symmetry. And the third parameter, this is a spherical symmetry. Here we see the in circular manner there is multiple axes went from the single body structure. This is known as a spherical symmetry. Here we discuss about the radial symmetry. The radial symmetry are different types. There is a tetramerous symmetry, pentamerous symmetry, then hexamerous symmetry, and the octamerous symmetry. What is this? These are the tetramerous, that means these organisms have the 4 outgrowth, and this type of circular manner there is 4 outgrowth we are observed in that animal. This is the tetramerous symmetry. This is an example of radial symmetry part, and this tetramerous radial symmetry observed in the example as a jellyfish. Here we see the pictorial presentation of that animal. There is 4 outgrowth, and these 4 outgrowth they are extended by the periphery manus, and therefore this is a tetramerous symmetric animal found in the Platyhelminthes groups. The second part, there is a pentamerous symmetry. This pentamerous symmetry we are observing in the earlier picture. There is central picture we are observing the star shaped animal. This star shaped, that means 5 arms outgrowth from the body, and this is a pentamerous radial symmetry. Then also some echinoderms and some coelentrates groups, there is found the hexamerous symmetry. That means in that animal we are observed that there is some outgrowth of the body. There is 6 arms is extended from the body, and this is the hexamerous radial symmetry. And the last part of that radial symmetry, this is the octamerous symmetry. For example, in mollusk or in polyps, there is also observed that there is this polyps part of the coelentrate is extended by the 8 arms in the circular way or peripheral manus, and that type of animal we put in this group of the octamerous radial symmetry. The next part, there is a biradial symmetry. It is a next version of the symmetry. Here the combination of the bilateral symmetry and the radial symmetry. These two symmetry are combined in the some animal, and that type of animal is known as a biradial symmetric animal. Here we observe that this is biradial symmetric animal. One example, there is one larval condition of the echinoderms. This is a tornado larva. We are observed that there is a bilateral symmetry is also there, and the arm is extended by the periphery, and therefore this animal is also put in the where symmetry is the biradial type of symmetry. One another example of biradial symmetry, this is a sea gooseberry, and this is again same like mechanism. There is a body is divided into the 2 parts, as well as they have the circular outgrowth. In this slide we are observed that there is an overview of all animal groups. In that we are observed that the different type of symmetry observed in the different animal. For example, in chordate, then the hemichordata, then we also observe the echinodermata, then arthropoda, then annelida, then mollusca, nematoda, Nidarea or Coelenterata, Porifera, and then the lower group, this is a Ctenophora and some other next group is there. These all are the animals phylum found in the kingdom Animalia. Then we go to the discuss about how is the symmetry is developed in that animal. Here this animal group up to the mollusk, we are observed that not mollusk, up to the annelid, we are observed that the phylum Chordata, then Hemichordata, Echinodermata, then Arthropoda, Annelida, these animals have the bilateral symmetric animal. Then the next parameter we are observed that there is a Cnidarian animal or coelenterate animal, we are specifically observed in that animal there is a radial symmetry. Then Poriferous, the Poriferous animal, this animal have the asymmetric animal. And the last group where the Ctenophora, this animal group we are observed the biradial symmetry. That means their complexity of the both the bilateral symmetry as well as the radial symmetry, they are found in the combined symmetry observed in that animals. And the lower vertebrates, there is a asymmetric animal, there is a no seen in, there is mixed type of symmetry observed in the lower group of the animal. In that, in the pictorial presentation, here is one thing is also here, the Echinodermata is one of the group. There is some animal are the bilateral symmetry and some animals are the radial symmetry. Now we come to the last point of the today's session. There is a application or advantages of the symmetry of animals. Here the what is the importance where the symmetry is developed in the animal. Here we observe that there is a bilateral symmetry. The bilateral symmetry is developed in the animal. What are the application is there? In the basically the bilateral symmetry is helpful for the specialization development of the organs. Which are the specialization development of organ? Firstly, here is in that animal they develop the sense organs. There is in that animal there is specialized cell group that develop the sense mechanism. This is a sense organ developed in that. Next, there is a nervous tissue. There is the nervous mechanism is also developed by the bilateral symmetry and the feeding mechanism. Next parameter or application of the symmetry, there is a body is developed by the streamline development. In the middle part of body is just the globular and the edges of the part posterior and the anterior part of the body there is a narrow bounded, and there is streamline body is development occur due to the symmetry part. Then a radial symmetry. The radial symmetry, there is a function of the radial symmetry, important part of the radial symmetry development. There is a helpful for the radial symmetry for the food collection. For example, we take the one example. Here is a hydra. There is hydra is anterior part. They have the 6 to 8 tentacles, and this 6 to 8 tentacle is helpful for the to grab the food. They paralyze them and then ingest it. Then also have the radial symmetry is another function is there. There is a defense mechanism. In the Cnidarian groups, there is present of the Cnidarian cells, and this Cnidarian cell is helpful for the to act as a function to defense mechanism. Firstly there is have the some poisonous cells is there. They inject the other organism or they act as a defense function in the defensive mechanism of the cells. Now we discuss about the very simple manners as like to the whole part we discussed in the today's session, and now we come to the this is a part of you. My dear student, you have the some assignment for you. After you learn the whole lectures, we get it idea or you have to do the one assignment to complete them. In that, you firstly enlist the characters of the kingdom Animalia. Which are the character you can enlist it, and other ones you write the note on the symmetry of animals. These two parameter is how is the understand part. You just enlist in your assignment, complete it, and then this complete assignment sent to the following mails. We come to the point to the what part we learn in the today's session in summary point of view. Here in the whole lecture we firstly discuss about the different character of kingdom Animalia, how the different character they are useful for the animal development. Then we also discuss about the basic information of kingdom Animalia, and last part we discuss about the different type of symmetry, in that bilateral symmetry, radial symmetry, then spherical symmetry, biradial symmetry. These different type of symmetry we discuss in the symmetry part. Now we just take the small review of the next lecture. In the next time we discuss about gender character of metazoa, then how the origin of the metazone, and there is different scientists put for the different theories of the origin of metazone. We discuss about the very interesting part of the theory of metazones, and last one we discuss part as a importance of the metazone animals.